Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Wall Street Report. I'm Jennifer Schonberger. The economy is stuck in first gear. Gross domestic product has grown less than 2% for 3 consecutive quarters. To put that in perspective, during this recovery, the economy has grown only 2% on average per year. Historically, the economy has grown at 3% per year. As much as everyone would like to put this economy in fourth gear, it's not happening. Why? For starters, there's a lack of confidence. Businesses are uncertain about the outlook and are able to boost profits with current staff. As a result, unemployment remains high and incomes aren't increasing meaningfully. Over the past year, 40% of the jobs created were low-paying jobs in retail and restaurant sectors. But perhaps the biggest impediment holding back the economy is Washington. Congress and the administration aren't undertaking measures that could boost growth because the Democrats and Republicans are letting their ideological differences stop them from compromising on action. As economic growth downshifts, President Obama took a renewed step towards bridging bipartisanship to boost the economy. The president is proposing to cut the corporate tax rate to 28% from 35% and eliminate loopholes. In exchange, the president wants to use one-time funds raised as we transition to a new tax system for repairing roads, bridges, and improving education in community colleges. But this plan may only create short-term jobs. Here are 3 ideas for creating long-term jobs with higher pay. Number 1, approve the Keystone XL pipeline, which would transport oil from Canada to the Texas Gulf Coast if permitted. The president has delayed approval for environmental concerns, including the potential for oil spills and greenhouse gas emissions, risks that accompany a plethora of energy projects in the U.S. The State Department estimates the project would create 42,000 jobs. The U.S. Energy Information Administration estimates demand for energy globally will rise by 56% in the next 30 years. Approving this pipeline would require jobs to meet continuous rising global demand for oil and gas, making them longer-term jobs, while also strengthening energy security such that the U.S. is less reliant on foreign oil imports. Number 2, speed up licensing for energy producers to export liquefied natural gas to countries without free trade agreements, including allies like Japan and countries within the European Union. The government estimates 6,000 U.S. jobs are created for each $1 billion of LNG sold. According to the Center for Liquefied Natural Gas, granting export licenses would result in sales of between $13 billion and $25 billion. That would create 75,000 to 150,000 new American jobs. Number 3, put in place a corporate tax holiday. Allow companies that have cash overseas to bring it back to the U.S. without a tax penalty under the condition they invest the cash in the U.S. to create jobs. Keep in mind that large U.S. companies stash at least 60% of their cash overseas, or at least $588 billion. Implementing the first 2 ideas alone would create at least 117,000 longer-term jobs. It's time to restore prosperity to America. Follow these 3 ideas, and the U.S. economy could finally shift back into overdrive.